So next one, the last actually in this chapter of Shearing, removing loose or dead skin. Removing partially detached skin from the body falls under the prohibition of shearing. So that's kind of the split lips, right? That's not split lip, but dry lips, right? Although the prohibition does not pertain to removing body parts of the or live flesh of the animals, but only to removing body appendages, it does pertain to removing loose skin. So let's continue reading and then we're going to come back. One skin become partially detached. It is not considered an intrinsic part of the body, but rather it is like a hair and the nails which grow from the body. That skin warts and the skin of blisters and boils and also like hair and nails. It is prohibited to cut off any of them on Yom Tov. So let's stop here and go to the beginning and we try to understand. So because it's not so obvious without this explanation, it's not so obvious why you're not allowed to detach the skin, right? So let's do one more time. Remove partially detached skin, right? I mean that you scratch yourself or something, right? Detached skin from the body falls under the prohibition of shearing. And try I know myself if I know that there is partially detached skin, so try to hold yourself back from not detaching. That's it's not such an easy thing, right? Although the prohibition does not apply to removing body parts, right, or live flesh of the animals, so right, only hairs, as we said, but only removing body appendages, meaning something like sticking out of the body, it does pertain to removing a loose skin. And the explanation is very interesting. Once the skin becomes partially detached, it is not considered the intrinsic part of the body. I mean, it's not the skin. It's more like a hair that grows from the body and sticking out. Very interesting explanation, right? Detach is not considered intrinsic part of the body like skin, right? But rather like a hair and nail which grow from the body. So that's partially detached skin. Very interesting. That skin. So that skin, I mean, of course, it's not the skin, but it's still attached, right? Warts and the skin of blisters, right, and boils, also like the hair and nails, right? So sometimes we understand maybe because there is another layer of skin like underneath, and then you have this blister like pimple or something, and then the rest of the skin, right? It is prohibited to cut off any of this on Yom Tov, and needless to say on Shabbos. I'm just saying. Continue removing loose or dead skin with instrument, for example, a cuticle cutter, is prohibited biblically because that's that's the best way, the cleanest way. Because if you pull, sometimes, right, people don't have patience and they pull this piece next to the nail, but it's going to hurt for a long time. Why? Because you didn't cut with the cuticle cutters, right? But if you cut with them, it's nice and clean and no pain, right? That's why it is a special instrument and is prohibited biblically. Peeling or biting off is only prohibited rabbinically. Again, same logic, because it's not normal way of doing things. Since this is not considered as the usual manner of removing skin, right? However, biting skin of the lip does fall under the biblical prohibition, since the skin is normally removed by biting, right? So, I mean, technically you can take scissors or cuticle cutters and cut your parts of dry dry skin on your lip, technically, I mean, there is no problem, but most of the people that would bite off. Even if it's not healthy and you would buy with a healthy skin, it's okay, we understand that, but that's a normal way of doing things, and that's why it is prohibited biblically. Right? That's a big issue. And plus, we're not allowed to apply the chopsticks. Why women not allowed to put lipstick. I mean, there are two different reasons, but this is one of them. I mean, it's not of them. It's smoothing and dyeing, like painting something. That's two prohibitions. Right, so if you have like dry lips in the winter, okay, well, what can you do? There's nothing you can do. Okay, continue. It is permitted to peel a scab of the wound, provided that it can be done without inevitably drawing blood. Since scab is not part of the body, but when it consists of dry blood and adheres to the skin, removing it does not consider shearing. So let's do this scab one more time, because scab it's like dry blood, and I forget what it's called, this liquid that comes with blood, right? And it's dead. When you have a dead skin attached, so yeah, it is dead, like when it's sticking out, like but still, when it connects to the body, it is a dead piece is alive, right? So that's why it is more like hair or nails that is grows from the body. But here, this scab, it's not a skin. It's like I don't know, an anomaly or whatever you want to call it, but it does not belong there. It's some foreign object, right? So if you know that for sure, like you wouldn't heal a long time ago, let's say, right, and you would allow to peel it, of course, very, very careful. Okay, so one more time. Since the scab is not part of the body, but when it consists of dry blood that adheres to the skin. Okay. Removing it does not constitute shearing, because again, it has nothing to do with the source. The source was in the blood, but the blood is not. It's something that's always moving. Okay.